which is a fine of up to $2,500 and up to 12 months in jail for getting on a ski lift without paying.
General say getting on a what? Getting on a what without paying?
A ski lift. Ski lift.
If anybody in this body needs to ask why that's a good idea, this bill's for you.
The time-honored tradition of dog hunting has some problems. There are some bad actors, and I'm very well aware of them. I've been associated with some of them.
If the gentleman could tell me what that word is after the word in.
Senator from Northern Chesapeake.
Mr. Chairman, trying to find line 55. Tell him to chill out 1 minute.
Speaker, honestly, I was not paying attention.
House Joint Resolution 549, recognizing pornography as a public health hazard leading to a broad spectrum of individual and public health impacts and societal harms.
The gentleman from Fairfax, Mr. Creasy.
Hi, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I urge a no vote. My constituents don't have this problem. So he'd been out for the evening plying his line about I'm a delegate, don't you know? And it actually had somebody take him up on it, and a young lady interested also in romance was accompanying him to the doorstep when he suddenly realized that his empty loft had nothing but a sleeping bag, a milk carton, and a fridge, which he said was empty. And so thinking quickly, as he would later as the chairman of courts, he promptly opened the door and said, "Oh my God, I've been robbed."
Mr. Jones.
I'm from Chuckatuck. Could he explain that word to me?
As through this body unanimously.
If the individual who owned the inoperable vehicle had the vehicle appraised and considered it as valuable landscaping and yard art.
The senator from Williamsburg, Senator Mason.
Mr. President, I say to the gentleman that likely happens more in his neck of the woods than ours.
I had a dream. The National Force was running me down. They caught me. I'm not as fast as I used to be, Mr. Speaker.
Some people just aren't very good at humor.
I just want us to reject this sucker and get it into conference. Ooh, is that a bad word?
Madam Clerk, do we have any soap?
I can find some.
All right.
I'm not coming back.
The last thing I'm going to do in the House of Delegates is say, Dave Albo, out.
We having a good time, and all of a sudden a rabbit runs down there by the Kilgore gang, and they shoot and miss him.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So the dogs turn down by the Department of Justice, and they start up the hill, and they're really getting after him. And Buddy's bragging and said, "Look at those bad girls go." And the governor says, "Oh, no." And I said, "What's wrong, Governor?" He said, "They going to Ms. Shaw's place." And said, "Ms. Shaw controls this hill, and she don't want any dogs on her place." So here goes Todd and I and Delegate Lopez and Delegate Simon and Buddy Fowler and you, Mr. Speaker, and we're chasing those dogs. We're coming around in front of the Capitol, and we meet Susan Shaw. And Miss Shaw runs out there, and she said, "Bill Howe, I told Bill Stanley to keep his dogs out of this place, and he couldn't come over here and hunt, and you not coming hunting, and Terry McAuliffe's not coming hunting, and you boys better wait here because the Capitol Police is on their way." Mr. Speaker, somebody has to pay a $100 fine.
The gentleman from Fairfax, Mr. Albert.
Parliamentary inquiry?
Gentleman may state it.
Was that so exciting that you're now reconsidering your desire to retire?
It has solidified my decision.